Hey, all doing well, I hope. Today we're going to have a look at how to play No Time by my Canadian brethren from out west, the Guess Who, Randy Bachman, Burton Cummings, and some other guys whose names escape me at the moment. Regardless, just a great classic rock track from the early 70s, January 1970 to be exact. So let's dig right into this one, shall we, without too much pre-tutorial chit-chat, as I'm rather guilty of doing at times. We are in standard tuning for this tutorial, but know that the studio version of this one is a little bit sharp of standard. So if you try to play along with the studio version of this one and you are in standard tuning, you're going to find that your guitar is a little bit flat. So you need to tune up just a touch. It's not quite a half step up, it's somewhere in between, but it is a little bit sharp of standard. We've got a fuzz pedal on here for this opening melody line short guitar solo that I played at the top of this video. We're going to repeat that 3 times throughout this track exactly the same way. He does not change it at all. So it starts with a slide into the 5th fret of the A string. I'm going to pick it 4 times. Then you're going to drop it down here to the 2 of the D, slide it into 3. With your index finger. Now we're going to do the next 3 notes with our index finger. We're going to slide that into 5, pick that 4 times. Then jump up to 7, and you're going to slide out of that 7 and resolve it to the 5 of the A string. Kind of like that. That's about the first half, and then we're going to finish with this. We're going to go right down the D pentatonic. So hammer on 3 to 5 of the A string. Then you're going to go 3, 5 of the D, slide into 7. Down to the 5 of the G. Drop onto the 7 of the G string and give it a nice slow full step bend, and then add some nice vibrato. Now while that is still bent, you're going to pick it and release it off to 5 for the pre-bend. Quickly grab the 7 of the D and then 5 onto 7 again. Back off to 5. 7 of the D, quickly slide it back to 5, back to 3, and then a little pull off from 5 to 3 back onto 5. And that is that short guitar solo. Right? And like I said, we're going to repeat that a number of times. Now we're going to kick off our fuzz. There's more than one guitar going on here, and I'm going to show you all the different guitar parts. So we're jumping into, at this point here, the first verse. We're jumping into D. We're not going to worry about the high E string here, so just a three string chord here. D string, G string, B string. And then off to F major 7, which is an F, but with an open E string. And then up to G major. And then back to D. So one guitar is just strumming those chords once, kind of like that. D, F major 7, G, back to D. And you repeat that twice. And one guitar is actually strumming the chords a little bit lower in the mix. And then after you repeat that 2 times, one of the guitars does that. D string, 7th fret of the G, just going to ride that back, alternating with the open D, 7, 5, 4, 2. And then finish on the 2 of the G. And so that is the verse. One guitar, strumming, D, F F major 7, G, back to D, right? While another one is just strung the chords once, and that's what you're hearing more prominently. Kind of like that. And then we're into the kind of the pre-chorus, and one guitar is strumming chords, G to D to C, and then back to D, and you repeat that I think 3 times, G to D, C to D. Right? While another guitar, the more prominent guitar, is doing this. Repeating that 3 times. Little hammer on from 10 to 12 of the B string, and then catching the 10 of the high E. And then back to the 12 of the B. Now we're going to slide into a little D major chord, but just on the bottom 3 strings, 11, 10, 10. And then you're just going to slide into that 11 of the G, and then just ride down the 10s, and then back up to the B string. Now you're going to back it off to a C major, just back it up 2 places. And this time you're going to ride up the strings. So you're going to slide into that 9, 9 of the G, and then barring the 8s of the B and the high E. And you're going to slide into that 9, and then you're going to ride up the strings. Now slide that back into D and ride down the strings. And then back up to the B string. And then you repeat that 3 times. And now we're into the chorus. One guitar is going from a C major chord here off to B minor 4 times. No time left for you. While the other one is up here playing the same chords. C major off to B minor. Four times. And then I think the final time he goes right down and catches the high E. And then there's another guitar playing over top of that. Four, 6, 7, 9, and then 9 to 7, right? So and that's the end of the chorus. So that's what both guitars are doing. And kicks back into this again. Into the second verse, D, F major 7, G, back to D, repeat. G, and then this again. Into the second pre-chorus. 3 times. G, D, C, D, chorus. C major off to B minor. the second chorus, back into this again. So now, after you repeat that for the third time after the second chorus, we're not going into another verse, we're going back into the pre-chorus. That, right? And now, fuzz guitar kicks back in again. The rhythm goes back to this D to F major 7 to G to D, while a lead guitar kicks in. Just riding down the strings, right? 7, 5, 4, 2. Repeat twice. Now we're going to ascend it. We're going to go back to 7, up to 9, up to 12. It'll trill between 12 and 14. And back it off to 11. Repeat that twice. And as the song is fading out, you can hear these bends at the 12th fret, full step bends. Right? And that is the end of the track. I certainly hope you found that helpful, learning this great classic Guess Who track. If you did find this helpful, please hit that like button. Drop me a subscribe if you haven't done that already, as that would be awfully nice. Hope you're well out there in your little guitar corner of the world, wherever that may find you, and we will see you next time. Cheers.